Hi everyone! For this project, we're going to practice being fashion designers. You're going to need scissors, paper, and then something to draw and color with. I'm going to be using a marker to draw with and colored pencils to color with. You can use whatever you have. So the first step is to think about what kind of outfit you want to design. Do you want to design a ball gown, a suit, maybe a sports uniform, or a new police officer uniform? It can be any outfit or article of clothing you want. After you've decided, you're going to draw a person wearing just a plain version of your outfit. So for my drawing, I think I'm going to draw someone wearing a long sleeve shirt and a long skirt. So I'm going to draw that now. I'm using this Sharpie to draw just so it shows up a little better on the screen. You might want to start with a pencil first. So I'm drawing my person. There's their head, there's their neck. You can decide what their arms and legs are doing. Like maybe I have this person waving with one arm down. So there's the long sleeve shirt. And then I'm going to come out to like a flowy skirt like that. And then I think this person's feet would be coming out below. So maybe I'll get them some feet. Oh my. Okay. Then I might want to add some details like the hands. I'm going to give this person some hair. I'll have it be up in a bun. Let's give them a face, eyebrows, eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Okay. So step one was to decide what kind of clothing you wanted to show. I chose a long sleeve shirt and skirt. Step two is to draw a person wearing your outfit, but don't color anything in yet. Step three would be to color in the person's skin and hair or anything that's not the clothes. So for me, it would just be skin, hair, eyes, and maybe the shoes. I'm going to save that step and I'll color it after. But then the next step is going to be to cut out the clothes. So I'm going to cut out the shirt, so there's a hole in my paper. I'm going to cut out the skirt, so there's a hole in my paper. Now, I don't want to cut any of the background, though. I want that to stay. So what I'm going to have to do is fold my paper so that the crease is in the middle of my clothing. Right? So I'm going to fold it. I don't even have to crease the whole thing down, just this one little spot. And with my scissors, I'm just going to make a slit like that. That's inside of the clothing. So it didn't come all the way out here, outside of the skirt. It stayed inside the skirt. Now that there's that little slit there, so you can see I can poke my finger through, that's a spot for my scissors to kind of peek in and start cutting out this skirt. You see how I'm turning my paper? And now I can cut on this line. Alright, there's the skirt. I don't need that. I just need a hole where the skirt is going to go. Then I would cut out the shirt. Sometimes when I do this, I like to leave a space in between the two pieces of clothing. So maybe I'll add a belt. And I'll leave that belt on the paper. So then I would cut out the shirt the same way. Fold my paper so it's right in the middle of that shirt. With my scissors, I can cut a little slit, or sometimes I'll cut two slits like that so it makes a triangle. And then I can put my scissors in that slit or in that triangle, and I can carefully cut You don't want to cut anything but the shirt. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. You don't have to cut it all out in one piece. So like this part, it's easier for me to just cut out little pieces at a time, and that's okay because those are going to be thrown away. We just want a hole that's the shape of a shirt. And that's for the next step. So I'm trying to leave the belt on there, like that. Now I just need the sleeve. Okay, so now I have my clothing cut out, so there's just a hole in my paper where the clothing went before. For the next step, you're going to need something to take a picture with, maybe a phone, maybe your computer, and you're going to take your person wearing empty clothes right now, hold it in front of something that you like the color of or design of or texture of, and then take a picture. So I'm going to take mine around and show you some different pictures. I also wanted to show you some that I already colored the skin of. So here's one where I was designing a football jersey, and I decided to cut out the helmet, the shirt, and the socks. So whatever I hold it in front of, those three things will match, and I decided to leave the pants white. Then here's another one I designed, some kind of gown. And again, I left that white belt in the middle just so you could see it was two different pieces. So come on, let's go see what we can hold this in front of. All right, so I've got this rug here that I think has a nice design. I'm going to take one of my pictures that I made, and I'm going to hold it over the rug, and then I'm going to hold my camera so that I can't see the edges of the rug around it. And now it looks like the dress has that pattern. Or I could move it over to the wood. That's kind of a cool pattern for a dress, like that wood grain. Or I can find something else to hold it in front of and then take my picture. Here I've got a bunch of my colored pencils laying out. This could make a good pattern for some of the clothes that I'm designing. So I'm going to hold my picture above it, make sure those colored pencils are in the helmet, shirt, and socks, because those are what I cut out. So I'm going to hold it up. There we go. And then I would take my picture.